So in this one, we are going to be using some Majin Buu Saga Ultra, specifically the regen men, the Buus themselves, because this game has now added them to the tier boost and has returned them to a glory of the past. You can't see here, looking at the featured, Buuhan is back there. Not getting too much, obviously, only getting 20 damage inflicted as well as 10% guard, but also in turn, Kid Buu, when he first did get his unique equip of his Ultra Plats, he did become A tier boosted, and he was really good on that. Obviously, he fell off within time, and then he wasn't even as used as you could be because it's Kid Buu. He was a pre-Annie bait, blah blah. But he is now on A tier boost, and this man is going to get 6% damage inflicted as well as 50% to guard. I expect some good things from these two. Again, I used to be running them when Blum was first arriving, and then from there really wasn't anything until Legend Rose, in my opinion. That was kind of like making Buuhan get a little bit more checky. People would argue FSK, but then FSK had some time pass, so I think this is going to go fantastically here. Got Green Broly as kind of that safety merit backup, as well as, you know, the new Buu duo exists, so that's kind of a thing you got to worry about. But still, I expect this duoship of Buus to fry. So with that being said, let's see what they can do in current PvP. This match got some Majin Buus, well, no, hybrids. It's hybrids. Unique hybrids team, of course. Hey, it's still early season, so I am not shocked by this presence of them. Let's see if they can cook up here. Obviously, it is Gohan Trunks after all, you know? At least partially. Buuhan, get them gauges popped. We do have a lot of auto counters on this team. Obviously, Broly within Buuhan having that. Oh, yeah, you do that. There's also an SS tier boosted, so maybe you can, you know, maybe look like a competent character along the way. Maybe not, but, you know, maybe. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. I didn't think he died that quickly, to be fair. Interesting. Kid Buu is defense neutral with engage here, so I'm not too worried, but it's also like, I don't think Kid Buu's going to be a tank here, unfortunately. Yeah, we're going to have some situation here. Let's try not get hit too much within this team because Gohan Trunks are Gohan Trunks, right? Not bad damage from you. Obviously purple there. Love that. Kid Buu, show me some numbers, even versus red unit. Please and thank you. Draw a card. Love that, Kid Buu. Get that gauge Kid Buu, and the cards do come. Double card draw speed. Also has some immunities within the early game setting. Not really a most serious match here. Again, still early season, so nothing crazy going to go on. But still, it is nice to see that the Buus are even doing numerics with disadvantage, right? This Gotenks is not the worst Zenkai in the world, given he's not the newest, but still. The Buus! I just miss running them. I feel like they were a really downplayed duo ship there when they got their buffs and all. Should be just dead, right? Buuhan immune to the card destruction by Gohan Trunks, by the way. Gotta love that. And this probably doesn't kill, actually, because they debuff it a lot. And a little fun fact about this, Buuhan, he's a ramp-up unit, right? So 60 counts, he gets his peak. If you ever ult or blue card against Gohan Trunks while they're in against your Buuhan prior, all his ramp-up is reset back to 0. You have to re-ramp up within the timers, so... yeah, it's not the most idealistic. That's why it's good. They Gohan Trunks get worse within, you know, this kind of situation of the Buu duo. You don't really have to deal with that. But yeah, that's kind of an oddity for Buuhan there. But here, didn't experience it. Hybrid Saiyans, don't know why I thought it was Majin Buu Saga. Hybrid Saiyans, they get fried up by the double Buus. In the world is going on here? Mono Blue. I mean, I would say this is a better team than the last, technically speaking. Not very accurate on that, maybe. I don't know. But still, not great for my Mr. Buus here. I would say this is terrible, though. Hey, let's see what we can do. Yeah, we are going to be immune to a lot of immunities within Kid Buu here. And Buuhan, they kind of share, like, what one immunity doesn't have, the other one does have kind of vibe there. I really didn't think that would happen, but alright, cool. Fascinating. Alright, obviously Buuhan will go neutral on his blue cards, so we can kind of have that going for us within the later of this match. Nope, this does change just like this, so you can, I guess, essentially not even combo chain purposely and then still get this chain like I just did here. Minus that card draw, or rather, card cost there. Let them sing and let them sing and let them sing. He ain't got no strike cover change, so he's a little bit worried right now. Budo have a blast with Goku. Oh, wait, you just die. Oh, wait. Kill him. Kill him, Kid Buu. Go, Kid Buu. They healed. Please kill him, Kid Buu. Ah. Tragic. I don't mind this. Obviously, Broly is here, right? Broly can contribute a little bit to the team, despite not being the focus of the video. He is a bit of a strong character in my eyes. We'll pop main, go neutral on that, and frankly, I think this is just a good play. Buhan's not fully built up, but it's like it's enough to validate it, I'd say. Maybe pops him. If not, I kind of expected Goku Bardock to enter, I'm not going to lie. Cool. This would be great if you could just sidestep this. Well, I'll take my freebie and move on. Look at all these little heals they get when they get fucking big moves, these units. Beautiful. Lock in snipe. You can't beat it. You can't beat broken. You can only accept. Not gonna lie, I just thought he would eventually start attacking me when he has an AoE green. Eventually. Unless you blue card me, you're getting popped, so. I didn't even click anything. I could have just tapped out there, but like this just feels better. I think this just feels like a smarter play. Even though it's really not necessary. It's kind of a dickhead play. Just feels like a smarter play. Loving this. Again, I want my Buus to be runnable in standard. I was running Buhan proud last season, and it was actually working well. With Broly in 13, just because it was a really good stall team, and it was very, 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 very consistent. Now I'm trying to, you know, I'm trying to see some more within these tier boosts. What does all you son? Also, I love his voice lines. I feel like all these villains in this game have such peak voice lines. And voice acting. Whoa. See, this is where it gets to the part where it's like, ah, what a piece of shit I am. I ain't gotta do nothing. I'm just stepping back. Also, the green card supplementation for obviously Kid Buu here from Buhan is a very nice duo ship they have going on, and then boom, the Buus prevail again. Probably expecting some more serious team, but to be fair, we do not have, you know, the best, I guess, the perfect counteract to the Buu duo, because I would say actually Shallot, in theory, you know, he would tank a Spirit Bomb, Broly would die to a Spirit Bomb, given Broly's probably better, generally speaking, against the Buu duo, just overall 1-to-1, you know, kit-wise. Shallot would be the one that's like, I can actually live a Spirit Bomb consistently because he's new and he has the numerics and blah, blah, blah. It does, you know, go neutral against him. So we don't have the perfect answer to the Buu duo, but we do have a very good within just these units that are kind of ignoring, and you're seeing my combo extend much easier than you would see within other units that are, you know, being used right now. Ooh, what have we here? Shallot, as I said. 14! Fascinating here. I believe Kid Buu actually is immune to Feint for a little bit of time, so, you know, Mr. Feint Boy there, which I would say is his biggest desire, Mr. Shallot, especially, you know, currently. Maybe he won't get all his cheesing against me here. Definitely don't want to pop these gauges fast, but I actually don't think it's terrible one gauge, because then you kind of get the green card, and maybe things can kind of dangle in your way. See, this is a duo ship. I could just literally do nothing because I get the green card, and I could just keep sidestepping until, well, that happens. You're 14 stars, brother. You're 14 stars. Don't look like shit in front of me. Not the greatest impression for a 14-star legend that dropped in part 2. Just saying. Just put it out there. That was a lot of damage. I mean, give it again. These units are tier boosted, so I am kind of showing out how good they can look. That was way more damage than it should have been. What a play. How is he already back? Didn't he just enter? What the hell? I don't know if you're trying to one-shot me here, but I guess you're adorable if you think you're going to one-shot a 14-star Broly. He doesn't have a Zenko, which I don't think he needs. But this guy... Yeah. Did you think you were gonna kill my Broly? I actually don't even know now. There's no way a human thought that was killing Broly. I don't know, bro. Whatever the fuck that was, I don't give a damn. It was just confusing. Ooh, tag switch. Very nice damage. Again, probably live it here, but we're just trying to, you know, siphon them down and down. Ooh. Things are getting spooky. Again, worrisome for you. Why not? Let's go, Buuhan. About the same time I used it last time. I mean, that's not the play you want to see, right? Your blue unit leaving against a red. Giving he's neutral, but still. Buuhan doesn't really have a finisher, I feel like. Now that I've seen kind of that ultimate, it's not being it's not as good as it once was, right? He's only in featured. But I was hoping that'd be finishing off a little bit more there. I cannot lie. I cannot lie. Interesting. Why pop main? I don't really comprehend that state of flow here. You're pressing panic buttons, son. You're panicking a lot. Just clicking buttons. You seem to be unsure of yourself here. Love that. Makes my life easier. Great damage. I ain't keen on what you're trying to do, but whatever the fuck it is, it ain't working. So, I'll see you later, Boo Duo. Get the fuck out of my Broly sight. Green cards, green cards, green cards, green cards. Sidestep, green card, boom. Oh, man. Oh, yeah, I miss the Boos. I miss them so much, man. Again, no one was really respecting them to like the finite degree that I was, because I knew always Kid Buu was sniping FSKs. He was sniping, obviously, Legend SV at the time, because that was the unit. Nameku, who was really just starting to show his numeric power creep at that point. All this was happening, and people were just like, they're not running enough, so they can't beat the top tiers. And it's like, you know, motherfucker's going to be talking about Zaha 24/7 because he's an S tier. Boost Crush made a video on it, and yet you're going to run to Zaha one every fucking 50 games, but yet you might see Zaha on a top 5 list on some people's lists because they saw that one video, and it's like, was Kid Buu not the same vote? Was it all not the same, you know, vibe for all these units that are just not as cool or just released at weird timings to where, yeah, Kid Buu pre-5th year, so he's right before, and also Ultra Hit was dominating with Ultra Rose at the time. Why would you need Kid Buu? You didn't. He was core on that PO team of the Triple Ultra, but you didn't need him. You just didn't have to have him. And then again, Go Frieza happened. Go Frieza get buffed. Red Pan resurges. Red Pan alone is making Kid Buu kind of get hurt out, and it's like, it makes sense why I didn't need to get him. But still, currently, I can see some great stuff from him. He's probably going to be like a low-key arguable top 10. I think Kid Buu is probably looking better than Buuhan here. It's not really, it's not too close, but still, you know, feature only compared to A tier. Hybrid Saiyans. Don't know if I worry about this trio anymore. Even when I'm running, you know, kind of not a peak team, right? I don't think I worry about the Gohans. You know, until I lose this match, of course. I just haven't worried about them. That's all. That's all I know. That's all I can say. Yeah, that guy's all featured, Boost. Just keep that in mind. And for an LF, it's much more important than for a Ultra or a Legend, because they get all those base extra defenses and offenses and even health. It's very important for those units to be on their feature boost as long as they can be. And that Gohan boy, he off it. Also, Kid Buu is just going. Look at this. Look at this ignorance of Gohan Trunks. You know Gohan Trunks. You know how they stop your combos. Look at Kid Buu just ignoring and doing this much in one combo. Like, what the hell? Kid Buu got those immunities, man. Shit's crazy for the guy. Is this the Gohan one-shot moment? Yeah. That's that FSK one-shot everyone tells me about. That was 24/7 happening when he was fighting Buuhan back in a couple months ago. Apparently that was just always a one-shot. I didn't know. The more you know, you know? Shit crazy out there. Goofballs, bro. Goofballs. Maybe with some ramp up it would one-shot. I can't deny fact. If that was fact. I don't even know if this is a good play for you, I'm not going to lie. Here's your card destruction finally kicking in. Oh, wow. I actually got a blue there. I was going to ult him. Look at them dwindling down. Look at them go. Look at them go. The power creep beyond unit, as people were stating. They're overly better than the best units in the game. Well, I disagree, but you know, people were saying that. They're like, top 1, gap. Well, they were top 1 gap, and now they're not in part 3. Maybe they were never top 1 gap. If you got Kid Buu trying to beat the shit out of them and doing very good against them, despite the disadvantage of his element. All I'm saying. Revhan, get in here, boy. I'm trying to make you fucking revive. Come on, come on, come on, come on. No shenanigans. I ain't trying to deal with some fucking bullshit. Alright, all your safeties are gone. Let's see what we can prevail with here. Obviously, I could put the Buu duo myself on this team and just leader slot them. And then put a regen bench or the same, you know, vibe bench here. I think this is just more fun, you know. I mean, my current correct play is to stand here and do nothing, so I'm just gonna do that. Like, this is just my right play to do. There's no better. Also, we're neutral and this is AoE, so how about that, you know? There's no better play for me to do here than to just stand still and just exist. This won't kill, unfortunately. Again, that debuff is going to make it where this shit is irrelevant now. These big attacks. Tragedy, I know, but still. That just feels great. Yeah, see, that is euphoria. That right there? What the fuck could he have done? Euphoria. All in one setting. Also, look at Kid Buu's HP. That shit is peaking. Silent sidestep, by the way, Gohan. Fuck off. Look at them. They're the same height. Yeah, no. Again, these Buus, bro. These Buus. I wouldn't say they're obviously on any best team or anything, but they are definitely back to be run. Like, people are going to start playing Proud, and I mentioned how I ran Buuhan last season. Even in Proud. You know, you run Buuhan, Kid Buu, and you kind of put them, I guess, I don't know if you could do like leader thing, but you probably do some like leader slot bullshit. Buu Duo, SV, and from there you can run Shin, and then the last one would be the Buu Kill unit, so that's 6 units, right? Again, leader slot thing might be a little bit findangly as they're both regen. Maybe you leader slot Kid Buu, because Buuhan's more of a stall character, and even here, maybe something similar akin to that in Standard, but that is 6 units for Proud, and I would say, again, if Buuhan was doing good for me last season without his boost, now, as well as Kid Buu with him, it's just a really strong duo. It's obviously not the best duo anymore, which it once was, but it's just a really good duo. Oh, this team has been scary. Argue this is the best team in the game, and I actually think there's a debate for a different team, but that'll probably be a video tomorrow, to be honest. Thinking about it. I've tried some different teams within the Buu duo, which, spoilers, the, you know, probably best unit in the game is probably on the best team in the game, right? You could presume as just a thought. Also, just to note, Kid Buu is limited in his own right, I guess you could argue. By the way, that's a quick animation. If you do not pop a green card, you don't have cover null. So you're just 50-50-50-50-50-50-50 simulator. Now, he makes green cards. His teammates make green cards, you know. So you don't really have to think about that. But it's not every single situation you'll have a green card. So, you know, get ready to drop combo. Get ready to know your opponent's covers and all, because that shit will matter. It'll matter greatly. This is why Broly works well with this team, because obviously he makes greens within the first 2 mains. And you don't really have to pop Broly's greens if you don't want to. It's kind of like a greed thing if you pop Broly's greens for himself. No necessity, but definitely a desire. Yeah, alright. This team should cook up against me, so I'm waiting to see it cook up against me. Got no blast covers currently. Then again, get the green card if we even need it, which I don't even think we do. Again, this is very good damage. You know how TGB is, right? TGB is kind of that dog sometimes, so this is very nice to see. Always try to drop combo green if you can. If you get it off, it's going to be great for you, and this is just free. We've stacked a lot of damage with Kid Buu here, so we're going to do some crazy good damage here. That's popping TGB, obviously, again. This man's just going to be a menace, and now in the background, you got Buuhan getting stronger, as well as Kid Buu doing AoE damage on his ultimate, which, again, in turn, makes it where, guess what? You have the weakness here where you can get Buuhan to snipe out. You have, obviously, the Kid Buu snipage. So, again, all the flow on this team is just perfect, and it's just the double Buus doing that. I don't mind this at all. Actually, he vanished, so this is a freebie. He can't get out of this. He can swap, but he can't get out. He can't sidestep in time, so get a freebie combo start here. We take one of those. That's a play I didn't expect, but all right. Don't think I mind this too much. TGP does not have endurance, so once I pop this endurance, things are going to get a little bit dicey for you, champ. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go ahead. Buuhan is fully built up. It has been 60 counts. You got Broly auto counters. You have Kid Buu lock-ins. You still have another gauge of Buuhan that could get a blue card, which I can kind of just wait for and farm. You're in a predicament that you probably don't want to be in here, pal. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make that more evident within this. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. He might have caught me on this tackle, I can't lie. I didn't think he'd pop that instantaneously. Now, a Spear Bomb's about to hit us. Well, I hope not. I don't think that's that bad. Kid Buu won't die. Obviously, you see the health stat. He can't heal within... Well, he does heal, rather, within getting his gauge pop, so we can't see that soon. Just like we just did. I mean, I'm going to rush this here just because he can't really do anything about this. Yeah, no. See, now TGP dies, and now he only has the Buu Duo, and it's like... Buu Duo will kill somebody. I'm aware. Maybe not Broly. You know, maybe even not Kid Buu from full Buuhan, yes, but I have two others, so it's like, you know, I don't think I'm too worried about this, fortunately for myself here. And for a best team in the game, you would think it would be struggling against a team that's really not even, like, in a league, right? Because I wouldn't say this team is in any leagues of a best team in the game that I'm running currently. I'm confused what you're going to go for here. Really, there's no good play for you right now. You're just kind of existing. You're kind of just meandering. Like, you're not going to pop my Broly, I assume. Like, Spear Bombing can only do so much, brother. Like, I promise you, Spear Bombing is not just the end-all, be-all solution for you here, Chant. I know you think it might be, but, you got to build up, bro. You got to build up. At least build up your unit, goddamn! I'm glad you got that. Not even building them at all. They have to do cards to build up. What are you doing? Brother. Do you think that's it? Do you think, oh yeah, now I guarantee kill? I get your neutral because it's a PO unit, but like... oh man, that's funny. He thinks this is it. Oh, I Spirit Bombed. Well, now I win. Unfortunately for you, that is not the case. This should do like at least half, though. Should. Yeah, it did good. It didn't kill. It did alright. Okay. Anything else you want to get off your chest? Cool. Oh, okay. So what was the difference between now and then? You would have had build-ups to actually maybe kill Broly on the Spirit Bomb if you did this before, you know? I'm not sure why take such a long time to do the correct play, but... Alright. Great wait, pal. Unfortunately, I waited longer. Buu would be neutral on this blue, which probably would hit decent, but I want Kid Buu to come back in. I feel like I've seen definitely Buuhan's shining light. Maybe not more in this video, but enough to be pretty evident. I think Kid Buu you just don't see as much usage of, so why not show him off a little bit more? Not bad. Obviously, we could just pop the screen. Wait for that defense neutral to leave. We'll area change and then murder this boy. Though this team did survive a decent bit of time, I mean. I feel like my team has a lot of offensive pressure, so seeing the team survive pretty well against it. I guess Broly's maybe not the greatest here within offense killing, right? Because he does take a little bit of time. Still, I think this double Rosé team did pretty well. They didn't have to use the blue card one. I actually think it's going to be the last match of the video. I showed what I want to see. The double Buus are frying. Broly's a great trio. Within them, PO's looking nice. Zenkai buffing, you're kind of missing a little bit of ultra ability, obviously, but I think that's perfectly okay because Buuhan, you're kind of giving that leeway for yourself. Kid Buu, he stacks so much. I feel like it's kind of there. It's like you know, it's acceptance at that point. Obviously, you're giving more HP for the Buus, so Boone get his counter off easier. For Broly, because he can get his counters as well and be tanky, as well as for Kid Buu, because he heals a lot within the gauge pop, within clicking cards. So it all works out. I love this duo. They're doing great. What do you guys think of them? I'll see you guys in the next one.